I charged my brother's ex for babysitting. My brother Sean divorced his wife Tara about 7 months ago, and it was a dumpster fire from start to finish. She found out he'd been DMing some woman from his gym, threw his phone in the blender, and posted his texts all over Facebook. You know, real adult stuff. They have 2 kids together, Max, who's 9, and Ellie, who just turned 6. I used to be the fun uncle. I'd take them every other weekend so Sean and Tara could have alone time. We'd make waffle towers, build forts out of couch cushions, and watch superhero movies until midnight. I genuinely loved hanging out with them. It wasn't a chore, it was bonding. Then came the divorce. Sean moved in with our dad in some tiny town 4 hours north because he couldn't afford the mortgage on his own. Tara kept the house and the kids. The custody agreement says Sean gets them every other weekend, but between his busted car, minimum wage job, and gas prices, he could barely manage the drive. So, the first weekend post-divorce, Tara calls me. Hey Leo, can you still take Max and Ellie this Saturday? I have this brunch thing and Sean's too far away. I figured it was just temporary. You know, helping out while they sorted the mess. I said sure. The kids showed up with backpacks and wide grins like nothing had changed. We baked cookies. They trashed my living room. It was chaos, but good chaos. Then it happened the next weekend, and the one after that. Tara would drop them off Friday night and pick them up Sunday evening like it was still a joint custody arrangement with me. No discussion, no thanks, just a casual, here's some money for snacks, like I was their hired sitter. When I told her maybe Sean should be handling this, she just shrugged. Well, he's not here, is he? Meanwhile, I had a job at the auto shop on Saturdays. Had to call out 3 weekends in a row because she showed up at my door at 6:45 a.m. with the kids, already buckled in the back seat. My boss was not thrilled, and my paycheck took a serious hit. By weekend 4, I was losing patience and sleep. When Tara texted, what time should I bring them over? I finally said no. I wrote back, actually, I can't do weekends anymore. This needs to be something you and Sean handle. She fired back almost instantly. Seriously? You're ditching your niece and nephew? They adore you. Guilt. Pure, undiluted guilt. Ellie had drawn me this stick figure masterpiece with I love you, Uncle Leo, in purple marker just last weekend. Max kept talking about building a go-kart together, but I also knew Tara was using me. Her Instagram was full of wine nights and spa selfies with a new guy named Trevor who looked like he wore cologne to the gym. I called Sean that night. He was crashing in our childhood bedroom, working graveyard shifts at a meatpacking plant. I told him what was going on. He sighed and said, look man, I'm grateful you've been stepping up, but yeah, I can't make the drive right now. I was hoping you could just cover for a bit longer. It hit me right then. I wasn't a backup. I was the plan. Tara had her weekends free. Sean had zero stress, and I had unpaid childcare duty plus missed shifts. So the next Saturday, I didn't open the door when Tara came knocking. Instead, I slipped a folded piece of paper through the mail slot. It was an invoice. $1,280. Itemized. 4 weekends of groceries, missed work hours, activity costs, and gas. At the bottom, I'd written, going forward, I charge $20 per hour per kid. If that doesn't work, talk to their father, not me. She stood there for a full minute. Then she banged on the door and shouted, this is ridiculous! Family doesn't charge family. I shouted back, family also doesn't dump their kids on someone every weekend like it's their job. I'm not their parent. You and Sean are. She stormed off, furious. Ellie waved from the car window. And yeah, it hurt, but I didn't cave. The next week, something amazing happened. Sean borrowed our dad's car and actually drove down Friday night. He took the kids to a cheap motel with a pool and posted a selfie of all 3 eating gas station hot dogs like it was a luxury vacation. Apparently, once Tara couldn't use me, she actually had to talk to Sean like a co-parent. They agreed he'd take the kids every other month for a full week instead of short weekend. Not ideal, but a real plan. Max and Ellie still call me every week. We FaceTime, we talk about cartoons, Ellie still shows me her drawing. But now, when I hang out with them, it's because I want to, not because someone shoved it onto my plate and called it love.